This is the next briefing we talked about. We have the 150 acres divided up into 6 zones. We also, since this is going on, we've also been checking other areas that people are called that aren't in the zones. So we've checked a couple vacant houses. We've rechecked some vacant houses that we've already checked. We're getting tips. We are getting people that want to help donate toward the reward. But of these 6 zones, we have 3 that we have completed. We still have 3 zones to do with both the live fine dogs and the cadaver dogs. The people are also still out on foot, and I knew that was going to happen, and I apologize. Lost my train of thought, and I apologize. 1 helicopter is left. That would be the Ohio State Highway Patrol because they were low on fuel. The United States Border and Customs, when they get low on fuel, they're also going to be leaving, but they have covered the entire town, not to mention the zones that we're interested in today. And they've actually expanded the zone all the way to the bay and within areas of the city as well. That's about what I've got. I will entertain any questions.
Can you go over where the zones actually are?
I can tell you there's 6 zones in the 150 acres, and I didn't even know they had it split up because my canine officer, Sergeant Nelson, was in charge of the canine teams, and they split it up into zones. They have cleared 3 of the 6. I can let you know, because we talked about that earlier. The one zone that they're yet to clear, because I know you wanted to get some footage. I can't get you in the area we're at, but it is Buckeye Boulevard, which is straight down here. I can put an officer down there. They're going to be searching the zone on the other side of the tracks.
When do you expect to be finished looking through all 6 zones?
Right now, I think they actively started searching about 12:45. I think that's when they started, and it's taken them this long to clear 3 of the 6. So we're here for the duration today, so we can at least check the box that we're still trying to find Harley alive and in the area. But we're here until we complete all 150 acres or all 106 zones, or 6 zones, sorry.
So Harley was last seen 6 days ago. Why is the first press conference today?
Because we had no leads to actually give you, so we really can't give you anything if we don't have it. We had to watch the video coverage that we had, and that's why this search at this time is happening, because we have no new information other than Harley was last seen, and that's by us on Friday between 6 and 7. I can't give you anything that I don't have. So we had to do our job first before we could really even release anything.
Are the 3 zones that have been cleared kind of what in theory would be his route toward the school building?
The zones aren't actually toward the school building. The zones that we're covering are southeast of the house, and Harley's house is actually, you would go south and go west to the high school, middle school campus.
Chief, when we spoke earlier today, you'd mentioned that Harley's friends had thought that they had seen him Friday evening, but it was in fact they saw him Thursday evening, correct?
Correct.
Correct. So he was last heard and seen at 7 a.m. Friday morning?
His friends saw him, if I can understand your question, if this helps, if I wasn't clear. His friend spoke to him Friday after school. We have that on video.
So
Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday, I'm sorry. Thursday, we confirmed it through the video coverage at the school that he spoke to the 2 friends that thought they saw him Friday. No, it was actually Thursday. We have the photo that I released is the last photo that was taken of Harley on Friday between 6 and 7 a.m. Friday morning.
Photo?
I'm not at liberty to divulge that at this time.
Did Harley attend school on Friday, do we know?
No, he did not.
Do you believe he was headed towards school or away from school Friday morning?
All I can tell you in the camera footage that we have reviewed, that Harley's normal route, which we checked on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There was no school Tuesday due to the snow we got. He left the house the same route from his house down the alley, and then he goes out of camera footage.
So why are the zones, I guess, away from school?
From the alley, from Harley's house, the zones we are searching are southeast. Harley going to school, going that alley, would go southwest.
So why not search southwest, or do you believe he was not headed toward the school?
There's no wooded area. We've checked the footage on Friday. Harley he's not in the video footage, even going to the parking lot or to the door that he normally goes in.
At the school?
At the school, yes.
So Chief, looking at the video cameras that you've been watching then, they show you that he was headed in a specific direction, not towards the school?
The camera footage is limited, but enough to give us the photo we were able to take, or that we took. And pretty much that's about all I can release at this time.
So we can't determine, or you can't say what direction he was headed in?
He was headed south from his residence.
So where specifically are the 3 zones that you sought to clear?
Again, I don't know the specifics of the zone. I'm at IC, my K-9 officer's handling those. We've done 3 of the 6. I don't know what other 3 other than the one zone that they've got to clear is right across by the fire department.
The disagreement he had with his parents a month or so ago where you guys arrived, can you just kind of walk us through that again?
Again, I don't know the specifics of it, only talking to the officers that arrived. There was a disagreement where Dad had to call the police. I don't know actually who called the police, but we showed up. The problem was resolved. Nobody was arrested. It was just a family issue. But that is the call, and the most recent was a month ago.
And that was more to just get Harley calmed down?
Correct. Keep the peace.
Has there been incidences in the past with his family and with police being called out to the scene and his possibly running away before?
Again, nothing that I recall, and nothing that came to light on researching the residence and Harley itself.
Do you believe he's still in the Port Clinton area, or do you believe he may have left this town, this county, and headed someplace else?
All I believe right now is I believe Harley is still alive out there, and until I get otherwise Harley's still alive, I don't know if a friend is hiding him. I don't know where Harley is, and I wish I could give you some information that I still think Harley's in town, but we don't have a lot to go on. That camera footage that I shared is the last person, or the last video we've got of any eyewitness or anything that Harley was in town. I can tell you Harley was in town Friday between the hours of 6 and 7. I want to believe Harley is still alive. I want to believe Harley is scared. And I'm hoping, Harley, if you see this, you need to come back home. You're not in trouble. Please give us a call. We'll come get you wherever you're at.
What's been the parents' reaction to the search today taking place nearby their home?
I think the parents are relieved. Excuse me. Again, they have fully cooperated. They've been at our office for probably about 4 hours this morning, or this afternoon. I'm losing track of time. They are fully cooperating with the investigation. They allowed us to search their house numerous times. They didn't know it at the time, a cadaver dog to go through their house to search the cars. They are cooperating fully.
Is there any sign of a struggle or anything in the house?
No. Again, we checked the house Sunday. There are no signs. Again, we didn't get the report till Saturday night, 10 minutes before midnight, but nothing looks out of the ordinary.
Did he have a cell phone with him or anything? Can you be able to track him through his location on his phone?
Again, there was no phone. His phone was broke about a week ago when he broke it to give it to his mom.
Are you able to say the boundaries of just where police are blocking off right now?
Right now, we're blocking off from the railroad tracks all the way to Route 2 south on Fulton, which the 150 acres, the 6 zones, are to the east of that, all the way through the property line to where we can get.
How's the family doing with all of this going on?
They're distraught. I mean, their 14-year-old child's been missing since Friday. So they are distraught. They're handling it, I guess, the best they could.
I spoke to neighbors down the street. Mentioned something about he has a sister who lives in Kansas, I believe, or somewhere out west.
I'm not going to speak for what you said with the neighbors.
Chief, how many people are helping you search, and what other agencies are helping you?
I laugh only because I repeated it earlier and I struggled with it, but we have about 75 officers, firemen, EMS, K-9 teams, search and rescue teams, cadaver dogs. Altogether, I think we had about 12 dogs here today. We had a helicopter and manpower from the Ohio State Highway Patrol. We have a helicopter and manpower from the United States Border and Customs Protection, the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office, the Portland Fire and EMS, our officers, along with Ohio BCI and I, and the United States Marshal Service. I understand that.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Anything else? So
Do
we're
you guys
good?
expect to go beyond dark?
Yes. Yes,
So you'll go tonight until you finish all 6 zones?
correct. We have everybody here. Everybody is trying to find Harley. We're trying to find him. We're not going to quit until we've exhausted everything that we came here to do today. So,
What's the next step after these zones are cleared today?
well, once we finish up, I'm going to talk with all the agencies involved, and because right now I'm at a standstill because I don't want to say that we're going to treat it as a runaway missing child until we hear anything else. I don't know how to politely say that, but we've got no leads. So if anybody knows anything about Harley, please call the Port Clinton Police Department at 419-734-3121. And we are investigating any and all leads. No matter how trivia it might be to you, it's important to us. Thank you for that question.
Gonna go national with it, with any of the organizations that,
Right now, the missing and endangered is statewide. Probably, if this turns out that we get no new leads out of this, we are going to go national. They've already reached out to me, but we want to exhaust everything here first before we do that.
anything on Facebook, social media posts, or anything that connected to him? Anything?
I wish I could say yes, but we are following up on those, and we will answer them in a timely fashion when we can. Again, public thank you. Just all I ask today, let us do our job, and we're trying. Everything that you think we should be doing, we've already thought of. And if there's something new, I will give you credit that we didn't think of that. But we are doing our due diligence. So thank you again. We good?